Alrighty, welcome everyone to our Metroid Prime Randomizer weekly randomizer race. We are here today joined by Mike. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Alrighty, we have a good one for you guys today. We have our hard weekly settings, which means I believe it is random starting location, 0 to 3 random starting items. Is it? Yes, random elevators as well, and of course, hard logic.
Yep, it should be an interesting one. I'll post in chat the expected trick usage here. Anyone wants a cheat sheet? I am excited to see where we start here, because this sort of preset, it can either be extremely forgiving, because, I mean, it's just luck of the draw, or it can be very mean.
Alrighty, it looks like our races are underway. Today we have Sluglin versus Mighty Caesar. Sluglin, I believe your partner in crime for the CGC, Mike?
Yes, she is. She's a very experienced Prime player. I'm excited to see how she approaches this seed. It looks like we're starting in Magmore in the Twin Fires elevator.
With just Varia as a starting item.
And it goes to PPC.
Yeah, so I guess we're just gonna go into Macmore, yeah. Oh.
Ooh, that was extremely close.
Alright, the streams are just syncing up now. So once Mighty Caesar's timer hits 35 seconds, we should be continuing on Sluglin's side as well. Alright.
Alright, let's get a peek at what Fiery Shores is. It's probably going to be something like, oh, a missile. Alright. So this is actually a pretty difficult dash here. We're going to need to dash off this Magmore and quickly hold L to control our air momentum and move backwards in order to reach the Morph Ball tunnel. It seems like Mighty Caesar has killed the Magmore because you can also use the Triclops here. But
Yeah.
This is quite a difficult trick, and it's dangerous too because the lava kills you quite quickly.
Yeah, looks
Mighty
like
Caesar gets
Sluglin's
it
not
first
going
try.
for it.
Ooh, false though.
Sluglin not going for it, just decides to peace out and try for perhaps some other items. That's Launcher. Interesting. So we're supposed to get Morph and main power bombs before any missiles this seed.
Yeah, so I imagine Morph Ball is in Triclops Pit. There is an advanced NSJ way to get that item, and probably power bombs in Storage Cave? Yeah, Storage Cave.
Storage Cave, yeah. Is do you think Warrior Shrine, Upper Warrior Shrine is in logic here?
Warrior Shrine is in logic. That is true. I forgot about that. There is standables in this room, and it looks like Sluglin is probably going to do that. Alright, let's see what Mighty Caesar does here. Likely Warrior Shrine as well. It's a pretty common play.
Both runners playing relatively safe, obviously, because we have very low health while being here.
Yeah, no, death is extremely common here.
So going to use the standables to climb up the room. Very nicely done. And of course the dash. Nicely done.
Very nice. And we'll see what this item is here. Looks to be Space Jump.
Space Jump? Alright, well Jay told me to call Baby
Well
Seed if we got Space Jump before 15 minutes, so
I mean, this is less than 3 minutes, so this is like a newborn seed.
Yeah. Darn, I could have joined after all.
Looks like the Triclops item will come very easy to Sluglin here, and soon to Mighty Caesar as well.
Seed free smile.
I will say, with the early power bombs in Logic, they could be expected to find Ice Beam soon and go to PPC to get that item. So that would be interesting.
And you were correct. The ball is in fact over here.
Alright, Mighty Caesar doing the standables here to get up to Warrior Shrine. Very nice.
And now for the dash.
Oh, this is, she must have killed the puffers. Oof, yeah, that is a tough angle. there's the main PVs and storage cave right there, so launcher is now in logic. With those main PVs, you can also go to Lava Lake, so I imagine that's where Sluglin will be headed next.
Yeah, definitely gonna grab some form of missiles before heading out. Not going to Lava Lake.
She must be intending to go there after the missile launcher. So that makes sense, actually, because if the elevator leads to somewhere that needs missiles, it would be better to have them before going.
Ooh, that's smart thinking. I like that.
Mighty Caesar seems to be having a little bit of trouble with this dash here. Let's see if she's able to get a scan point. Ooh, this is a toughie, yeah. All the puffers are gone.
Yeah, it makes sense to kill them because it's well, dangerous to try and jump around them with this type of health. Yeah, that scan point unfortunately seems a little bit too close to dash off of.
Yeah, this is basically, other than reloading the room, this missile drop is the only way to get over.
Yeah, I feel like reloading is probably a good bet here, because that is a pretty awkward angle to
that's
jump
definitely.
off of.
Looks like Sluglin's getting the extra missile and fiery shores. Good idea. Nice to have 10. Prime drop systems can be very mean.
Yeah, that's true. You don't benefit from good old Echo's missiles.
I will never not complain about the prime drop system. I'm so used to echoes. I mean,
Yes.
looks like Mighty Caesar is going to be peeping Triclops Pit instead of going back to Warrior Shrine. Unfortunately, that space jump in Warrior Shrine would make Triclops Pit way easier.
Yeah, let's see if he goes for the NSJ way. That'd be interesting to see.
It looks like they might be doing it.
Indeed. Now,
Indeed they
so
are.
there are some invisible platforms over here that you can actually jump to. So
Ooh,
without
this is
extra, a little
interesting.
bit rough to find, but especially, you know, you can shoot them through beams, see where they are. It's an interesting method. I've usually tried to L jump to these platforms, but apparently a dash is also possible then.
Yeah, typically I've only ever done the L jump. I'm not sure if this. Oh, there's the ice beam. Oh, that might be PPC.
Lovely.
But it looks like Sluglin's going to check the elevator up here. Good to know.
Yeah. I mean, with missiles and ice beam, pretty much any elevator you find here is going to be something useful, right?
Yeah, it could the ice beam could very well mean like you know, far Chozo.
I guess some elevator that needs bombs to get out of might be rough.
Mighty Caesar, ooh, gets on the platform. Very good. Now they just need to make it
Nice.
to the next one without falling.
Now, these platforms do, how do you say that, decline? Like, they go down?
Yeah, they descend down as
Yeah.
you're standing on them because you are a bit heavy.
Exactly, so you
It
gotta
looks like
kind
Mighty
of
Caesar
hop
fell.
up and down.
But gets back
Oh.
up. Yes,
Ooh,
very nice.
nice.
I did miss the elevator that Sluglin peaked, unfortunately, but it looks like she's not going for it. Probably gonna head back to PPC, get that item.
Quarantine cave, says a V9 chat.
Oh, it was Quarantine Cave. Nothing to do there quite yet without Wave Beam.
Ooh, powerbomb. Free candy. Alright, Caesar got onto the second platform. Let's see it. There we go. Morph ball.
Very nice. There's that morph ball.
It's going to be treading in Sluglin's shoes here, except for without the space jump for now, though I would imagine she's going to reattempt that right after the fact, especially because that elevator doesn't really go anywhere useless, so it's going to be turned around anyway.
I do agree, Reed Whaley, that save warp there was probably the better play for Sluglin. I'm not sure why she's walking back here.
Yeah, that might be a little bit of that random starting location, not really being on the brain. Because usually when you save warp, you go to landing site, so that's
That
like
is
a,
true.
oh,
Yeah.
save warp not good, but then it's like, yeah, okay. Nice movements.
Looks like Sluglin's gonna be peeping
Ooh.
under Warrior Shrine instead of using a power bomb for it. Here, if we jump at the ceiling at the right spot, we can sort of jump through it and peek the item. But ooh, looks like she fell. This is gonna be
Ooh.
rough.
Unless
Yeah.
limited influence tells us, no, you shan't. And
Yeah.
for now, understandably so.
Without space jump, that would have been lethal.
Yeah. Oh, oh, we have more actually. We're fine here. Yeah.
Gonna be killing Richard the Magmore. That's my name
Luckily,
for him.
with all of our weekly and tournament presets, we do start with Charge Beam, so
Oh,
pickups are ours.
this preset would not be fun without Charge Beam. Oh my
Eh.
goodness.
I don't like any Charge Beam list
No.
presets.
Sluglin gonna be heading back up to PPC now to get that item. She could also hypothetically go to Vent Shaft. I do believe Vent Shaft, and even actually all the way down to Central Dynamo. So I'm curious to see how far down into mines she decides to go.
Ooh. Alright, on Caesar's side now, made sure to not kill one of the puffers, so it's going to be able to
I
do the
think
stash.
they will never kill those puffers ever again.
Yeah. Nicely done.
Gonna be getting the space jump, but now that they have power bombs, they can get this item all in one go.
Alrighty, let's see. It's
Oh, of course, they don't have bombs, so that would be a point of return. And speaking of bombs, looks like Slugin found them in PPC.
nice. Is it ever worth taking a peek at PCA here? I guess not with his health.
Yeah, this health is, you can do it, but it is quite dangerous, especially with that turret down there. You could easily just die immediately.
Ooh.
I do like to peek PPC though, if I am here, or PCA. Looks like Slugin is going to go down further into mines. Mighty Caesar, meanwhile, going back to the Lava Lake elevator to check that out.
I think going into mines is the smart play here, especially Boombox here. It's just a free item. Oh, not going in that direction though.
Yeah,
oh wait, there's a wave door before that.
Yeah,
isn't there?
that is a wave door.
Ah.
Let's see what Vent Shaft is. I
Looked like just a
quite see
missile.
that.
Probably was. She's leaving it. Now this room. This room I don't like.
Ooh, she missed the standable. So if you stand on the monitor there, you actually like stand above the trigger for that power pirate. Oh my goodness, 1 HP. Thank goodness she doesn't have plasma here, or that elite would be awake. So yeah,
But-
if you stand on the monitor there, you stand above the trigger to activate those pirates, but she unfortunately missed that, and she took a huge chunk of damage. Gonna be powerbombing the
This
drone.
drone. Please kill it.
Ooh, that laser.
Oh, it
That
died.
laser's so
Oh,
close. All right, time for the most careful maze of all time.
yeah, because these don't drop any health, do they? These just drop
No, they are
APs.
scripted power bombs.
Yeah. oh my
Oh
goodness.
my goodness. All right.
A singular bump will kill her. This is. Do you know that game as a kid where you have to like take a metal pole through a little bit of metal, and when you touch the sides with it, it makes a buzz? That's what this
Yes,
is.
yes, Operation.
That's
That is
exactly
what she's playing right now.
Oh, the
Ooh,
gate.
that orange wire, very tempting.
Oh, nice.
Mighty Caesar going to be checking out this elevator here. Quarantine Cave unfortunately can't do much. I guess they can peek the item behind the ice.
Another
but
gate.
Other than that,
Can't avoid it.
this is quite a long maze.
Oh. Ooh, ooh. And
we're
she
safe.
gets it. That's insane. And rightfully so, taking a deep, de-stress breath.
Alrighty.
And taking a
We
save.
are relaxed. Let's see what this item is up here. Looks to be just a missile behind the ice.
Yes.
So
And
I
that is a
imagine Mighty
wave door,
Caesar
so.
will be save warping here.
So right now, what is there to do?
Well, with the bombs, we can now check the monitor station elevator. And
Ooh,
Slugling
true.
never got to peek under Warrior Shrine, so I imagine she'll be getting that.
Oh yeah. Perhaps she did get the peak on the way down.
If she did, then I did not see it, but we will see what she decides to do here.
Yeah, though these kinds of peaks are really hard to catch on the restream anyways.
They are, they are. Mighty Caesar going for the save warp here. Quite a bit of time save.
Ooh, very bold to just dash across this room with a lot of turrets.
Luckily, they're not the mines turrets, so they don't do quite as much damage, but still, no E-tanks. Very risky.
Yeah.
Looks like orphaning
Actually,
bottom of Warrior Shrine. Maybe she did get the peak.
yeah, I'd imagine so, because with the bombs, that is completely free right now. E-tank,
Oh, her
that's
first E.
nice.
Good. Nice little safety
Whew.
blanket.
Text?
Yeah, that was a bit of enchanting table text, but I think we got the memo.
Huh? What was that?
I do not know why that happens with Dolphin.
I also missed where that elevator went, but
Looks
seems
like
she's
she's
back for
going
it.
back to Warrior Shrine.
At this point, this has to be something like a wave or a plasma beam. Or turn around because she remembered this check. She's like, oh, I can't forget this.
Looks like Mighty
Yeah,
Caesar
probably.
did not go to PPC and get those bombs. So
Ooh.
this... Oh, are they going for the point of no return under Warrior Shrine?
Ooh. Going to be sort of disappointed. Though they did just save warp, so I guess it is free,
Yeah.
a free check.
They're going to be sorely disappointed when they see it's just a missile, but shouldn't be too much time lost.
Yeah. There's a reset, and so going
All
for
right.
the elevator. See where it
Let's
goes.
see. Where does this elevator go? We will find out momentarily.
Transport. Yes. Transport it do be.
I would imagine it's probably Talon. No, that looks like Chozo. All right, yep, so far, reflecting pool elevator. We're gonna get antechamber here.
More missiles. Save to save. I like that. In wax seeds like this, that's probably a good thing.
All right, Caesar gonna be going and finding those bombs now. Since going further into mines was not the play, could catch up a little bit by just going back to Magmore after the bombs, but I doubt that they're gonna do that because I mean it does make sense to go to Central Dynamo.
Magmore South. Also more enchantment table text. She has the proper Chozo text on
We
screen
need the
right now.
translator.
Yeah.
Also, I did not catch what the save station elevator was.
That was Magmore South.
Magmore South, okay. Mighty Caesar are going to be going further into mines here. Hopefully they do not have as close of a call as Slugling.
As chat points out in the race time room, right after that maze, Sluglin gave a comment saying, "Suffice to say, my heart rate is sky high." Yeah, it does not surprise me.
Nice quick ghost kill there. Looks like Mighty Caesar is farming for a drop. Unfortunately, not blessed by the prime drop system here.
Right. Because he had to do a few checks with the PBs rather than these bombs, so probably a little bit low on that ammo.
All right, looks like we're going to be climbing back up PPC here to go back to Magmore. Whatever's at the top of Crossway seems to be interesting. Sluglin.
Ooh. Nice climb
looks to
by
be
Mighty Caesar. Nicely done.
Ice. Looks to be Ice Spreader?
What is
Oh, it's
this way of doing
supers.
Crossway? I have
And
not
that is
seen
an
this.
unorthodox way to do Crossway, but it works.
Wow.
And there's the
That's
supers.
awesome. I really like that. Nice.
All right, now let's just hope, cross our fingers, that top of Furnace is nothing good. This bomb jump can be quite finicky.
Oh yeah, this is a fun one.
Ooh, all right.
Just a missile. Yeah, so if I were playing this seed, if that's an item, I instantly forfeit. That trick is not fun. If you don't know what you're doing, that is. You lose. You get nothing. There are 4 nothings in this preset. So we have found one of few.
Mighty Caesar going to be heading to the Mondo Station elevator now. They already know that Bottom Warriors runs nothing, so don't need to spend time looking at that. Meanwhile, Sluglin might do Idrone here. Sometimes people opt to skip Idrone, but if you're coming from this side, might as well do it. Oh, I take back what I just said.
That's commentator curse right there.
So far the seed doesn't seem too bad. Like, Space Jump was very early, and nothing too abhorrent. We've yet to see artifacts, though.
To answer a question in chat, this preset has 0 to 3 starting items, and we had only one this seed, which was Varia suit.
Coming up here, I'm not sure if Sluglin's going to do this. So there is a room dynamo, and at the top of it is an item that is locked behind Spider Ball. You can do a quick little wall crawl to check that item without having Spider Ball, and it saves a lot of time if it is something. You don't have to orphan this, but I'm not sure if Sluglin's going to be doing it.
Very smart. Takes a look at this first, just in case this is Spider Ball.
Yes, that is a good idea.
Because that would be very awkward if you do all that and then you find out that that's Spider Ball sitting right there.
Looks like she's going for it.
Nice.
Gonna be jumping up on the branch here, and then a little ledge, and up. Oh, fell a bit, but we're gonna be jumping up to the top to those cross beams, and over those cross beams we can just kind of jump out of bounds right here.
Yeah, because Prime, everything is understandable.
Oh, having a bit of trouble getting out of bounds here.
Probably a little bit of limited influence right there. Got a little bit of a nosedive. Hey, gets the jump.
All right, let's hope we don't fall here to the bottom. All right, looks like
Nice.
she's on the skybox. Gonna be morphing down here on top of the door.
Ooh. A little bit to the side, but you got it.
All right, we're gonna be transitioning the room now to this little half pipe. It looks like she missed the load trigger, so we're gonna be force loading this room by jumping next to the door. That loads it by proximity. All right, there it is. Now it should be loaded. There we go. We've transitioned it.
Oh,
Deloading. Ooh. Fell the
interesting.
bottom here, but that's all right. We can just do a little jump.
I did not know you had to manually unload rooms like that in Prime. In Echoes, usually if you just walk far away enough into the next room, the previous room will unload. I guess it is an important step here. because of the GameCube's hardware, you cannot have 3 rooms loaded at the same time. The game will crash because it does not have enough memory to allocate.
Yeah, in Prime there are a lot of load and deload triggers, and it helps to know where those are when you do wall crawls. It's quite dangerous if you don't. Looks like Mighty Caesar's going to be doing the traditional way of crossway, getting the
Nicely
super.
done. So I can E and lower. What is this again?
This is Dynamo.
Dynamo. Yeah, thank you. Oop.
Walked a bit far from the door. That's all right. Well, nicely executed wall crawl there. I,
Yeah,
of course, missed the item at the top.
Me
I did not
too.
get to see it.
Must have been like a
But you
peek
saw it.
right at the corner of the screen that we couldn't
Yeah,
quite
it was
see.
a very quick peek.
Yeah, because I was paying attention for it, but could not quite see it. Also E. Okay, nice.
Okay. Well, that's good. We don't have to orphan that. Come back later and check it with Spider. So we're going to be leaving Watery Hall here. Probably going to front of Chozo to the tree to check that with those supers. We'll see if Mighty Caesar does Idrone here. It'll be interesting if Idrone is something important, because Slug did orphan that, and it's going to be quite annoying to get back there.
Oh yeah. Especially with where our starting location is, in the middle of Magmore, getting back here will be a little bit annoying, which is also why it's kind of surprising to me that you did not go for it right there. I guess probably deemed it to be very slow, and looks like Caesar is actually going for it, so this will be a nice little bit of a divergence here.
Rune Fountain's just an E-tank. That's always good to see. Alright, so 3 items here in Main Plaza. Actually 4. Very close proximity. Could potentially be tons of progression. First is a missile. We'll see inside the tree right here. Another missile.
To be fair, these are all really easy to grab, so it's nice to expand your arsenal a little bit here.
Gonna be checking the elevator before progressing further into Main Plaza. Upper Great Tree Hall. Gonna be going there. Going for the Great Tree Chamber and Life Grove play.
Yeah.
This also, if you do bar skip, gets you another elevator check. Maybe she's looking for hints.
Ooh. Probably versed in reverse bar skip as well, just in case you get stuck down there.
Mighty Caesar finishing up Idrone, and it is a missile. All right, so it looks like Slugman made the right call by skipping Idrone.
Yeah, nothing important there.
Unfortunately, no boost in Great Tree Chambers, so getting into Life Robe is going to be pretty dangerous. If you fall down in the half pipe, missing the bomb jumps, it's going to be a very tough time getting out. Looks like she's not going for it. Going for bar skip instead to get this elevator at the bottom. Yes, it is a random start location and random elevators. They're two-way between regions.
So Mike, do let me know, what, in your opinion, is what makes or breaks bar skip?
It's definitely the timing of that second bomb. If you lay it too high, you actually do not get enough height. You lose too much before it explodes. And if you lay it too soon, you once again just won't get enough height. It's a very tight little window, and it's a pretty awkward one to get the hang of. You also have to have enough space between you and the bars. Like if you're pushed right up against them, you will not be able to clear them. So it's all about positioning and that timing of that second bomb.
Ooh, interesting.
Looks like she won't be doing it. Probably better to clear out all these checks in front of Chozo.
Respectable. You don't want to be stuck on that for too long. But a valiant effort. And yeah, so a very finicky, I must want to call it, trick then. Lots of variables to it.
Right, Slugman's just collecting missiles at this point, and another power bomb expansion. Those are always good to have. Gonna be checking the top of Ruined Shrine now. Look to be nothing. We'll see if Mighty Caesar does the wall crawl here to peak top of Dynamo. Looks to be no. So if they do get Spider, that will be in the back of their mind.
Wave
Wave Beam,
Buster.
or Wave Buster. Not good. I know she has an extreme distaste for Wave Buster.
Why is that?
She always says that she accidentally fires it, and I don't believe it. Is that
Uh-huh.
Phazon suit?
I believe so, because it didn't look
Oh
purple
my
to
goodness.
me.
Yeah, if that is Phazon suit, that is lovely. You don't have to look for that later.
Let's find out.
That
It's
is
Gravity.
a Phazon suit. Oh no, it's Gravity.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is a little bit
unfortunate.
purple. Aye. Not so
Unfortunate.
baby after all. Yeah, we have not seen any artifacts yet.
Oh, there's a lower grade trail elevator, so it's good she didn't do bar skip.
Oh yeah.
Mighty Caesar going to be getting a quick little safety save here.
Hello, Boost Ball.
Oh, and Ice Spreader. All right, well, that makes Ridley and Exo a lot better.
Yeah, and that makes all those missiles that she's been collecting double worth it.
All right, let's see if Mighty Caesar decides to go up to Flogra here. We don't have Spider Ball, but since we do have bombs, you can be expected to do the early wild infinite bomb jump,
Oof.
which can be a very finicky and, well, if you mess it up, you're screwed trick. Oh, there's
well,
Spider Ball, though. Ruin Gallery.
no longer needed.
All right, so it looks like this front of Chozo is quite stacked. Gonna be walking out of here with a lot of items, but no additional beams. I believe, was the elevator in Safe Station Reflecting Pool debris side? Or was it Safe Station side?
I don't know.
The combat settings are advanced.
Yeah, true, actually. And see being quite generous with that E, despite
Yeah.
the combat being a more advanced setting.
So far, I
Mighty
don't think
Caesar picking up Wave Buster.
I don't think any advanced tricks have been truly required, though. You could be expected now to go through that with that gravity suit. You could be expected to take the lower Great Tree Hall elevator and go through Frigate backwards. That way you could go and get hints and also get Hydro Access Tunnel.
Nice scan there to get across
Very
back
nice.
here.
And another missile.
Just a missile.
Mighty Caesar going to be checking top of Ruined Shrine here. Little twig standable. It's just a missile, but we might as well grab it. Never hurts to have more missiles.
For sure. Yeah, most missiles that just take like a second or two, maybe 3 to grab are probably pretty worth it.
They end up saving you more time on final bosses eventually.
Yeah. Especially with Ice Spreader.
Looks like Sluglin's going to be going to that lower Great Tree Hall elevator, probably going through Frigate as I said, and we will finally get our hints. So
What are
far,
your
neither player
expectations?
has picked up an artifact. I'm expecting... We haven't seen a single artifact.
Mhm.
They could really be anywhere, but I don't know. I do feel like we might end up seeing something quite hideous. Maybe something in lower mines.
Our good old friend Omega Pirat is pretty required in most of these seeds, so Oops, all bosses is still on the agenda, yeah.
Ah, of course. With the supers and Spider Ball, Reverse Flogra is now doable. So this saves us having to deal with her being awake.
Ooh, that's nice. Standing on the spider ball track already, so that when the thing opens up, you can just immediately morph and spider your way up.
Yeah, that was quite efficient. Mighty Caesar are going to be getting the gravity suit here. And going back, probably through Ruined Gallery and up to Hive Totem. No, it looks like we're... Oh, they haven't seen the elevator yet, so we're going to be keeping that. We'll see if they end up deciding to go to a Great Tree Chamber.
Looks like Zuggin's going for the power bomb strat here, trying to get multiple of these bomb slots to blow up at once. I think she got at least 2 there. She got
did
2.
She get
yeah.
2? Yeah,
Nice.
she got 2. Very nice. That is a pretty precise power bomb placement, so it's always very nice to get.
And no
that is a
pause
dead
after the
plant.
final bomb slot. Nice.
Missile, unfortunate, but Ghost could still be something spicy. Mighty Caesar going up for Great Tree Chamber here. Could be disappointed to see it's a missile. We'll see if they go for bar skip and get it.
Could also lead to some pretty interesting divergence.
Yeah, because if they do get bar skip here, they might just go straight for artifact hints and then miss that spider and that boost.
Doesn't look like it though.
Nah, alright. So that's actually a very good thing, because the lower Great Tree Hall elevator is in Chozo anyways. Sluglin, meanwhile, starting Ghost here. For some reason, if you shoot this left Ghost before it drops down sooner than all the others. I don't know why it's corporeal, but there we go. We'll see if she can kill these quickly. They can be very annoying.
Luckily we do have the super missile. Makes this quite a bit faster. That's one angry goes down. Second to fall, and the third one should still need a power beam shot.
Ooh. Oh, this last Ghost being very cheeky.
And the super will do it. Nice.
Alrighty, and let's hope they weren't bait. Artifact of Elder. Alright, so that was required.
Nice. +1 for bosses.
Alright, Mighty Caesar going to be getting the very quick spurt of progression here. And it'll lead up very nicely to Flagra, which they hopefully will do. Sluglin now probably going to be going down through Frigate, up to Artifacts. We're going to get several elevators on the way, so we'll have a good idea of what route to take. We still don't have our other beams, though. I am curious to see where those might be.
Yeah, Caesar also picking up the boost ball now, so the difference between these runners is an artifact and a wave buster. Not all that much if you think about it.
That Wave Buster is going to make the difference.
Oh yeah.
Mighty Caesar, yep, there it is. There's the Flagra. So they will be happy to see that artifact. Sluglin, Sluglin with the boost ball, of course, doing reverse bar skip skip, otherwise known as the normal way. And going to be going up to Life Grove, getting those items.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I mean, wait until you see a reverse bar skip skip skip. Sluglin's having a bit of trouble with the spider track here.
Spider
Extremely well designed.
It never wants to work. Well,
Mighty Caesar heading up to Flagra. We'll see if they can get the double bomb slot power bomb. Ooh, fell there. Unfortunate. Another missile to add to our arsenal.
I think we're gonna have quite the tally when we're done with all this. Vanilla X-ray visor. Wow.
Oh, wow. Alrighty then, that's very good to find.
Huh? That is some funky looking ice.
Killed all the fish. And another E-tank. Well, I don't think we need to worry about E ever again.
Yeah, me neither. We're gonna have all suits at the end of the seed and a bunch of E, so I think that regard this is looking pretty free. Yeah, you know what? I'll go out and say it. Even I could have eaten the seed.
Well, we've yet to see the artifact.
That is true. But we have quite the arsenal already. At this
We
point,
do.
our players are really just missing beams.
Yeah,
And phase
that is going to be a huge deciding factor here. Mighty Caesar having a bit of trouble getting pushed away from this bomb slot. It is quite finicky.
Yeah, why is that one bomb slot so weird?
It's actually, I'm pretty sure all of them, behind them, the tentacles are still active. So they push you away if you get too near them. So you have to approach this bomb slot like you would if Flogger was alive from the front.
Okay. Yeah, from the side, from the front.
Slugman going to be going backwards through Frigate here. Luckily going this way, we don't have to do any of the thermal puzzles. Alright, looks like Mighty Caesar got that last bomb slot. Gonna be getting that necessary artifact soon. It's very convenient to have supers coming through Frigate here. We get to check Biohazard. And it's another missile. Wow.
Refund. Nice.
Where are those beams?
That's a good question. We've access to quite a few areas now. I think Fendrana being the only big one that's like really missing.
Yeah, so far our only Fendrana access has been Quarantine Cave. So without Wave Beam, there's not much to do.
That is the big question for the seed so far. Where Wave?
Wave is going to open up a lot, and then it'll just be a search for Phazon and Plasma.
What I would really like to see is for that plasma beam to be vanilla, just chilling right next to the spawn.
Oh, why would you say that? Oh, no.
Because I'm not racing, so I can be mean.
That is so cruel. But that is in logic, you know. We once we find Wave Beam, we can go there. We have Spider Ball, we have Ice Beam, we have Boost Ball. It's going to be quite rough because the whole game is going to be open. So it really is just a sort of a crapshoot of like, where do I go now? There's the artifact from Mighty Caesar. Going to be heading through Frigate now, I imagine. Hopefully they decide to go up to Life Grove. Oh, what's this? Where are they going?
So far, Mighty Caesar's been very thorough with the checks, which I really like. If I'm in Sluglin shoes right now, I'm kind of second guessing a little bit of like, ooh, what if Zoid was actually that way for
never got that
Plasma?
Idron.
Another elevator. Macmore South safe station.
PMT with E is actually would be in logic here if the damage was set to strict, but the damage level is not set to strict, so it cannot be PMT. Phazon suit cannot be PMT. Alright, looks like Mighty Caesar gonna be heading back to Frigate now. Meanwhile, Sluglin nearly at artifacts. We only have 2 so far out of 9. I imagine most of them are going to be in Fen.
Wait, 9?
Yeah, this preset has 9 artifacts.
Ooh, fancy. I like it. Smartly does remember to check behind the ship. Ah, that one.
All right. Well, now we're missing 6.
Would have gotten the memo anyway. And space jump, of course. Can't forget. More E. Just in case we weren't sure if we were going to survive just yet.
All right. Looks like Mighty Caesar is going for life, bro. Very good to remember that. Would be very unfortunate to miss X-ray and find out it's required. That is a good question, Renko. I believe you still need something like 10 E-tanks. You need quite a few E-tanks to make it there safely. But the reason it wouldn't be in logic is because it could be something else other than Phazon suit that is also required. For example, it could be supers that are locking Phazon suit in another
You
seed.
have PMT as an artifact.
Of course.
Power chamber. Door lines. MQB, okay. Research core, that's fine. Inquiry is fine. Okay, so not too bad. EMT means that we're gonna have to get Phazon before, ideally, before heading into lower mines.
Ideally. I don't know if I don't know if either of these runners are comfortable with doing the early newborn wall crawl done on the any percent speed run.
Oof.
That is a brutal wall crawl. But if one of them does do it, that would save quite a bit of looking for Phazon, assuming they don't get it before then.
The problem with Phazon in this game, not the suit, but the material itself, is that the damage increases exponentially. So the longer you're in this stuff, the more damage you take. So in the beginning, it's not actually all that much, but if you continuously keep touching the Phazon, you just start to, well, go down in health very rapidly. Yeah, for now, I guess it's just full clear as much as you can. Find wave, find Phazon, find plasma beam. Those are the big wants right now.
Yeah, and unfortunately, depending on which beam you find first, varying levels of the game will be opened. If you find plasma first, that'll be a bit easier to manage, but wave first, which is more likely, good luck finding plasma. It can be anywhere.
Oh yeah.
Slugline will be doing the wall crawl quickly to get Arbor Chamber. Gonna be inching forward onto a standable here. Very slowly. Once we reach it, we'll jump up and back. And then we will jump forward into this room and land in a hole in the ceiling. Right there. And it's just an E-tank. Very nicely done.
More E. Very well done, though, yeah. The inching forward method, I've not seen that before. I think it's a little bit more risky because you need to get a jump pretty much immediately as you are doing it.
Yeah,
because otherwise limited influence will just throw you down. Flamethrower. So
Flamethrower. Oh, I know she's not happy about that. And we're going to the alien mothership, apparently, according to that text. That was garbled text again.
Metroid Prime for the Nintendo GameCube.
Ah, it's Shorelines. All right.
Ooh.
So if it's the top of Shoreline's item, that will be nice. We can get that right now. But if it's the plasma item, that will be unfortunate.
Yeah. Vanilla waste. What? Huh? See it. Does not look like it's up there.
Wait, but that looked like a beam. Is that wave beam?
Sure seems interested in it.
That is wave beam.
Nice. Beam of the wave variety obtained nicely right before vanilla wave, so we can actually check that, and if it's something we can just grab it. That's nice.
Alrighty, now depending on where the remaining progression items are, Slug could lose a lot of time full clearing the game. Mighty Caesar, meanwhile, running through the last bit of Frigate, going up to Artifact Temple and reading those lovely hints, which genuinely are pretty lovely other than PMT. Slug's going to be using supers to peek this item through here. supers knock your camera back a little bit. It lets you see through walls. I didn't get... Was that...
Looked like
what was that?
grapple or a missile. It was yellow.
That's
That looks
grapple.
grapple, yeah.
Yeah, that is grapple. Won't be needing that, but we know it's there.
Yeah. I feel like grapple is probably a throwaway item with these settings. I would assume that most things that require grapple just are in logic on difficulty settings like this.
Pretty much, yeah. I don't think there's a single thing that requires grapple that is not in logic with other options.
Yeah, asterisk, once you have space jump.
Yeah, once you have space jump. Grapple would be useful before that. All right, so Slug gonna be going probably through labs here, just to get research core. And I imagine she'll be finishing up with Farfan cleanup as much as she can without plasma, and the Stardust check. If we don't find plasma before we leave Fen, that will be quite unfortunate. We'll have to come all the way back here for this artifact.
And pretty much all, except for the plasma checks, are open in Fen right now, which is quite a lot, so there's definitely a big chance that we find it somewhere over here. All mines also opened up with that wave, so another spot that I could be chilling. Ah, that's bad. That was Phazon suit right there in Ice Runes behind the ice.
Right, well.
So yeah, depending on that plasma location, this could be rough. If that plasma is chilling in like lower mines somewhere, that is quite the trek back for that. And then into PMT again.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Yeah, it's going to be potentially quite a bit of back and forth in this seed. But it is good to know where Phazon is.
For sure. It is definitely one item off the list that we need to worry about.
And I will say, I do believe Sluglin knows the wall crawl to get that Phazon suit. She might go for it, but might not, because she has to come back here anyways with plasma, so it would be worse.
True. Sluglin also showing off that the door before the tunnel that leads over here into Canyon is the one door, I believe, in this game that you can actually open with a missile.
It's actually, believe it or not, most missile doors, after you break the lock, can be opened with a missile.
Wait,
But
most?
then-
I thought it was just this one.
No, there's quite a few missile doors where that can work. This one is the most commonly used, but I don't know why that happens. It's like for a brief period, the doors can... Yeah, most... I remember there's a couple, I believe... Oh, goodness. I think one in Talon, maybe, that cannot be opened with the missile immediately after, but most can.
Yeah, so we didn't take a peek at the ice check in Ice Runes West, but I mean that's, well, there's a free thermal by the way, but that's understandable because the only item we're looking for right now is a plasma. So yeah,
we
need
don't
to
need
look for those
anything
plasma
else.
checks. Ooh, Thardus routes, Thardus angle.
Interesting. Well, yeah, because this does make sense because you can just get the research core immediately after Thardus, but I don't know if I like this, because I feel like it would be more efficient to not have to go all the way back through labs.
Yeah.
We'll see what route Mighty Caesar decides to go. I hope they go through front of Fen, but we've actually not seen what the Talon Canyon elevator is.
Yeah, that is interesting because you're gonna, yeah, like you say, you're gonna have to do Dark Labs reverse then, because that artifact.
Yeah, you're gonna have to deal with all those annoying shadow pirates.
And again, we did just find thermal, so it's not like it's that bad.
Oh, she did?
Oh.
Oh, no.
That's a bit
No,
unfortunate.
Caesar.
Especially because we don't have landing sites or starting location for this. So getting back here will be quite annoying.
Yeah, getting back here is quite a wild goose chase. You need to take several elevators.
I don't blame her though, because I also, like, if nobody tells you that, that's something that you can very easily skim over when looking at that preset.
Yes, it is. I mean, to be honest, in my opinion, I do think 6 artifacts is more enjoyable, but it's always important to check before you start playing. But he's going to be going for the Arbor Chamber item as well.
I gotta say, playing Prime at first, I thought it was a little bit weird that you guys that we used 6 in over 9 because 9 is like the standard in Echoes as well. But having played it a bunch now, 6 definitely seems like a sweet spot. Though I do agree for CGC that 9 is a better number.
Yeah, there's the flamethrower, validated run. Clone making quick work of Thardus here. Looks like Mighty Caesar is going to be taking the Shorelines elevator. So they'll be finding that wave beam, seeing that phase on suit. Probably heading the same route as Slug.
Yeah. Honestly, just like kind of treading in Slug's footsteps here is they're they're having a good route here.
Yeah, pretty much all it's going to take is a few mistakes from Slug and Mighty Caesar will catch right up. But without scanning those extra 3 hints, they're going to be hard pressed to find the remaining artifacts. They might very well go to Artifact Temple with 6 artifacts and be like, wait, why isn't the gate opening?
Yeah, that's what we call a bit of a dagger to the heart here.
Slugman going to be going for a scan dash across Quarantine Cave here to get Quarantine Monitor. Very nicely done. All right, I think we have enough missiles at this point. I would probably start skipping them if I see them, because now we really just need to find plasma as soon as possible.
So I've been tapping R button to let go of Spider Ball for a little bit, which actually speeds you up a little bit.
We're saving the frames here.
Oh yeah. A lava lake elevator. Oh, we knew
right,
that.
Right, yep.
We did go over there, but just double confirming is always good.
Alright, Mighty Seeds are going to be going up here. Probably also going to be doing the super peak. I do believe that's become pretty common knowledge at this point. The peaking meta has evolved.
It sure has. It is just way too convenient. A few of these peaks, this one, Gallery, sometimes the Hall of the Elders one, they are just so valuable to know.
Yeah, the less you can orphan things, the better. But
Exactly.
looks like they might not be going for it.
It's very much a knowledge thing.
Unfortunately, we will have to orphan storage cavern up here, storage cave. But,
Well,
oh, it is. Oh, of course, it can't be plasma because it's
Yeah.
a plasma door. So we
Exactly.
really don't need to look at it.
luckily it doesn't matter, yeah.
Mighty Caesar also realizing that all we need is plasma, so there's no point checking the item.
And just a missile. Further into Fen we go, and with each passing check, that reality of plasma being somewhere in mines is becoming bigger, so I hope I didn't curse that into existence. Yeah, MQA plasma would probably be the funniest you could get here. Or vanilla.
I am curious as to which artifacts Mighty Caesar missed. Because depending on the ones they missed, this could either be not like too bad or it could be horrible.
At Gravity Chamber we see E and missiles, so nothing important. Yeah, that's interesting. Did anybody write down all of the artifacts that we have remaining?
Yes, I did. Here, I'll post them again in chat.
Oh, nice. Because if most of these are just visual ones, then it's not actually too bad for Mighty Caesar. if they're like ones that you can just like run past. Like PMT, for example, if you take a second to look around, if that's one of the ones that she's missed, then you can just turn around, look at it, and go, "Oh, wait."
Yeah, wait a minute. I don't remember scanning that there. I think the
Yeah.
worst one on this list is Tower Chamber, because that is pretty out of the way. And unless you scanned it, you would not think of going back there. Slugman going to be going through reverse labs here. Unfortunately, going to be turning off the lights. This will be... Okay, I do understand her idea with the routing. If Plasma is here in labs, she'll be right out the front where she needs to use Plasma.
Oh, that is smart. So Caesar going the opposite direction, interestingly. This is probably the route that I would have taken.
Yeah, I think...
Going into the front of labs. Getting a little bit bullied by this pirate.
Oh my goodness. I guess that extra E is coming in handy.
Oh yeah. Luckily we do have Ice Beam, so this fight is trivial. And 100 missiles, you know.
Looks like Slug is... Oh, she already turned off the lights. That was fast.
Yeah, she was very fast with that. Didn't even see her pick up the artifact. I was glued to Caesar's screen for a little bit.
I look away for what feels like just a moment.
Yeah, for real.
Flamethrower was at the bottom of Root Cave, Transport Access A, or Transport Tunnel A?
Yes. And the Wave Buster was in Main Plaza, I believe.
Yep, Main Plaza Half Pipe.
Refund on the Super Missile there.
So with the way they've routed this, we're actually going to get to see them meet up here in Observatory, I think. And we will get to find out if Plasma is in labs or not, because these are the last two checks.
Yeah. So is it no mode or is it cursed? Find out now.
It is.
Hey.
Okay, Sluglin is now go mode.
Yeah.
And Mighty Caesar's going to be finding that very soon here. So it's going to be neck and neck, and hopefully Mighty Caesar can find those misscanned artifacts.
Yeah, for real. Wow.
Because now Mighty Caesar does not need to spend any time checking Farfen or Thardis, so that's a lot of time difference.
Oh, that's true.
I think the best way to go about this, so Sluglin is missing MQB, Main Quarry, Shorelines, Tower, Chamber, and PMT. So definitely going back to Shorelines here and probably save warping or getting back to Chozo some way. But actually, no, you probably want to save warp after getting the Chozo. That way you can go straight to mines.
And this is where random elevators is really going to test your routing skills. You have a bunch of artifacts all over the place, so it's like, do you remember where all the elevators go, and can you craft the most optimal route from it?
Yeah, you can find quite a bit of time discrepancy between routes with these random elevators. It can be as much as a few minutes. So that could be a difference maker as well.
Caesar avoiding the trigger for the pirates up in labs by jumping over it. Nicely done.
Yeah, at this rate, actually, I think my route would probably be get Shorelines, get the Phazon suit, save warp, clear out mines, and have we seen Main Quarry? No, we haven't. That's probably a Magmore elevator, which leads back to Chozo. So if we find our way back to a workstation, we can get to Chozo to get Tower Chamber. And then after Tower Chamber, immediately we can do go through Great Tree Hall in reverse frigate to get to our artifacts.
Oh yeah, still quite the race here because Caesar stumbled upon the plasma beam earlier than Slug did, so didn't clear any of Far Fen. Just has to make it out of the labs, and is not actually all that far behind here. Phase on suit for Slug's side. Though it is still a question. I mean, we could VOD dive real quick and see which the ones are that Mighty Caesar did miss. But
Yeah.
hopefully one of these has already... Actually, I'm not sure if the Shorelines one has been spotted, because at that point she was definitely not in go mode yet, so it could maybe have peeked into the ice and seen one there. That was maybe a question mark.
Grapple Beam is Chozo Ice Temple, locked behind the plasma statue. And I do agree, this seed did seem quite easy for an advanced preset, but you know, that's the thing with this sort of preset and random starts is it's a wide range of how easy and hard it can be. And that's what makes it so interesting. You never know what you're getting into.
Yeah, because, I mean, the logic settings that you set don't mean that those tricks will be required, right? It's just like a parameter of what can be in a seed. So you could roll a no-logic seed when you put everything on intermediate. Or, yeah, like beginner logic, that's what I mean. Especially with that space jump being like 3 minutes in this seed, definitely felt like it was very fast cruising for most of it.
Looks like Sluglin's going to be going back through Talon here, through the elevator Overgrown Cavern. I don't remember what Overgrown Cavern was. Was that... What elevator did that lead to? Never mind. Looks like we're going to be checking out the Talon Canyon elevator. I do believe that workstation, the other workstation elevator, is the last one in the game that we have not seen. So this is actually quite good routing because we can just take the other workstation elevator back to Chozo and get Tower Chamber.
Random elevators hurts my brain.
It is quite a lot of to keep track of. It's very difficult. Looks like Mighty Caesar went the save warp route to get mines first. Oh, it's main quarry. I stand corrected.
Oh, right. We haven't seen that yet.
Okay, so they're both going to be in mines here. We do have an artifact here in main quarry, and then Sluglin's going to be heading down to MQB and PMT. So this... I do believe Sluglin does have the more efficient route here. It's going to be a bit of a tedious task to go through lower mines back to upper mines. And okay, so Mighty Caesar did get the main quarry hint.
Main quarry PMT are on Caesar's screen right now, which means that the ones that she missed are
Tower Chamber,
MQB. Wait, no.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Lucas! She never got research core.
Research core, yeah.
She's missing research core, Tower Chamber, and MQB. Oh my goodness, Tower Chamber and research core are the worst ones to miss.
Yeah, she did a full 180 once she got that plasma beam. Just went straight back to that phase on suit.
And who could blame her for all she knew that she didn't need 9 artifacts? Oh no. A little high five here from the runners.
Indeed.
This is quite unfortunate. I do believe Caesar's going to head back to Artifact Temple and realize that I'm still missing a few. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
And from Artifact Temple, the routing back to Chozo and Fen, that's going to be quite tedious here. But there is no saying, Sluglin could still die at some point. Maybe the OP gets stuck on some collision.
It's always a race and anything could still happen. Alright, courtesy of no grapple, we're gonna have to jump up here. Nicely done in ore processing.
Phazon was in Ice Ruins East behind the ice. Well, I don't know. I don't know, Op. I have seen people die to Idrun with 60 tanks. Sometimes you just get stuck.
Nice. We are on, how much E is that?
It's okay. It's a bit of E. We're a little healthy here.
9E and, like, 40% damage reduction or
I mean, we
something?
we could stub our toe though. I feel like that does quite a bit of damage.
Oh, true. But that's psychic damage. That's, mental damage. It's not so much suit damage.
Oh yeah, did Sluglin skip main quarry?
Hmm.
Huh. She must be planning to head back up through main quarry to take this elevator or this save station.
Or perhaps a slip of the mind.
It could have been a hot dog.
Which would be quite interesting to see both runners be at Artifact Temple at about the same time, and then both of them just being denied entry. By a varying amount of artifacts missing, but, the idea still stands. Ooh, nice little boost up there. Pre-firing
preemptively.
PB. Yeah.
We don't want that Metroid clinging onto us.
Uh-huh. Looking at these, like, insanely good runners do the type of movement and, like, plays like that, where you can just tell that they've played so many seeds of this, that they know exactly what to do, is so cool to me.
Yeah, a lot of things are recursive, so that Metroid always attacks you. So Sluglin just laid the power bomb, didn't want to deal with it. A lot of stuff like that's pretty impressive to see, I agree. It's just like, wow, you have seen a lot of seeds, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
We'll be taking our time killing these Hunter Metroids here. Very annoying little creatures. If you stay back on that mushroom there, you don't actually aggro the last Hunter Metroid.
Ooh.
So we can dash across without having to kill it.
That's cool.
Mighty Seas are going to be jumping off the elite pirate here. Just skip the whole fight. Have a good day.
Good day, sir. Let's grab the Artifact of Wild here. Nice. Bring her up to 5. 6. What is remaining right now?
Right now, she is missing main quarry, tower chamber, and what is she missing? Main quarry, tower chamber, MQB.
MQB, right. That's coming right up. Speaking of MQB, see if she can get the dash off.
Using the pirate in the back there, which is pretty
Ooh.
unorthodox.
Interesting way of crossing that room. Also not using boost to, like, boost into the room is interesting to me.
Yeah, I suppose using the pirate in the back circumvents the need for boost. I think she just remembered she missed main quarry.
Yeah. Probably double, triple checking.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. We'll see how she routes that back in.
Yeah, probably looking at the artifact counter like, wait a minute.
Looking like a save warp here. Probably going to be checking tower chamber first and then coming back to main quarry. Quite a diversion there. IDCs are making quick work of all the Metroids in there. Won't have to deal with them. We'll be heading up same route. Getting PMT. Oh, there's a Metroid left over.
What I hope happens here from Mighty Caesar is that she gets the PMT artifact and then continues through MQB to save warp there, and then hopefully pulls up the X-ray visor to check what's in the tube and then realizes there's an extra artifact there. Because that could be a giveaway of, hey, I'm missing stuff.
That would be a savior moment right there, because it'll be like, wait, 7 artifacts. That's strange, and
Yeah.
that does unfortunately not give her the information she needs
True.
to know where research core and tower chamber what they're gonna be. So, this should be interesting. Sluglin's gonna be having to take this elevator here. Unfortunate that she missed main quarry.
Also, can we appreciate that these seeds are ran on the new patcher? Oh, actually, it doesn't matter for Prime, I think. But for Echoes, you need new patcher for fancy suit colors. Which, look at these Phazon suit ball models. So pretty with the new colors.
I will say, honestly, not a fan of Sluglin's Phazon suit color. I think Mighty Caesar does have the better one here.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I'm a
I don't
fan of
know.
Sluglin's, actually.
I'm liking the purple.
I do like both. Both are good.
Yeah, I'm struggling to think the best way to route this because if I don't know the remaining artifacts, getting back to Artifact Temple to scan those last hints is gonna be rough.
See, because Caesar just pulled up the X-ray vibes to check what Fungal Hall B is, so it really makes me hopeful that she does the same right over here.
I hope that they don't just run past MQB because, like, well, I have 6 artifacts, time to go.
Yeah, nice dash. No, 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 no! Look at it! Look at it!
Please, please pull out X-ray.
Oh, yes,
okay.
yes, yes!
And now
Artifact, yes!
the epiphany sets in.
That is a 7th artifact.
Right, so I'm going to be heading back to Tower Chamber here, and then going to be having to probably just save warp to get to mines. I imagine that would be the fastest way from here.
And we do
Mighty
get,
Caesar,
yeah,
yep.
we get confirmation. The race time room from Caesar says, "Welp, I forgot we have 9 artifacts in this."
That's unfortunate.
Yes. But I mean, Caesar right now is missing Tower Chamber and what, main quarry?
Yeah.
As well, so the same as Sluglin.
No, Caesar's missing Tower Chamber and Research Core.
Oh, the Research Core, that's right.
Yeah, that's gonna be very far out of the way here.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's a bit of a stinker. Yeah, we're not really gonna be seeing tower flights. Just just this bottom.
Mighty Caesar here, trying to find the best way to get to these elevators to get back to Artifact Temple as soon as possible. Looks like they're opting to go through our Magmore here. You just jump up out of the lava with gravity, luckily. So I suppose Overgrown Cavern is our workstation elevator.
Ah, looks like the commands are for the bot are not working right now. Yeah, both of our runners cruising. Caesar trying to get back to Talon for these hints. Sluglin on her way to the last artifact. After which, final bosses are enabled on this, I believe. Let me verify that. Yeah, looks like it. I can imagine that this preset can make quite the lengthy seeds. We had a little bit of a baby start to this seed, but yeah, I can imagine if a lot of those intermediate tricks are required at the beginning of this seed, that this can be, with the random elevators and 9 artifacts, this could turn into quite the lengthy run. Especially you see like this where artifacts are all over the place, including the bottom of mines and in Fen and yeah, pretty much just everywhere. Second look at Frigate here, right behind Mighty Caesar. On our way back to that artifact temple. She did a nice job of getting here really quickly. Very quickly figured out the route to get here. Nicely done. Random elevators in of itself is quite the skill to master. So yeah, just... ah, man, a little bit unfortunate about those artifacts. So if Caesar had all of the artifact hints, this would probably have been quite the close race here. Because she would have for sure grabbed Observatory on the way there. And then it would probably be a neck-and-neck race right now to and from that tower chamber. Yeah, research core, there it is. Bad news. And then the last one being that tower chamber. A little bit unfortunate, but map props for the racer for sticking it through. Yeah, it's a nice dash from Sluglin to get across for the crash site here. Yeah. Samus on head.
Alrighty, Mighty Caesar, making sure they read the hints right. Their eyes did not deceive them.
Tower chamber and research core indeed.
Looks like they're probably thinking about going to Fendrana first. Meanwhile, Sluglin doing a nice little slope jump there, backward slope jump to get up here to main quarry.
That slope jump is worse than it looks.
Final artifact. Luckily, this elevator heads right back to Talon Canyon, so we can head on to our final bosses here.
Alright, it does. That is convenient. Not too much of a detour. That's nice. And yeah, we have pretty much full tracker here. Ice Spreader and Ball Fighters included, so final bosses shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Nice healthy amount of missiles here too.
Healthy amount of health as well.
Extremely healthy.
The save probably just for the ammo. Respectable.
Trying for ship dash here, gets it, very nice. All right, we'll hope we have a good Ridley here. Ridley tends to be a bit of an annoying boss. Lots of charging. If he charges once, he charges 20 times.
Yeah, I've not heard truer words in my life.
So everyone's going to be going for something called flyby skip here. You shoot Ridley you have a single frame to shoot a charge shot at Ridley. Looks like she didn't do enough damage here. Right here, 1 frame. Misses it, unfortunately. If you have timed the shot perfectly, Ridley will just kind of descend down and skip this whole flying around sequence. Saves a good amount of time, I believe something like 45 seconds.
Wow. How do you know which frame it is to hit?
It's incredibly precise. I believe T3 made a setup video on it. If anybody was curious, his YouTube channel is TRR. He uses a pause buffer to isolate the frame. It's about when Ridley flaps down his wings in the air. It's honestly just mostly lucky, but if you have a good sense of timing, you can get it somewhat consistently. So I'm going to be aiming up here at an angle. That way, if Ridley does decide to charge, all she needs to do is jump up and shoot. She won't have to worry about aiming at Ridley's mouth. Right there. Very nice.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I like that. Most runners will be in the corner from behind this, which is a little bit more consistent, I feel. But in that second phase, definitely not as consistent.
Very clean Ridley.
So nicely done. Yeah,
Mighty
very
Caesar
indeed.
heading through labs here. You're going to get research core. Unfortunately, this is looking quite bleak. I think at this point, a solar array would have to hit the Earth, maybe. Mess up people's computers.
Exoskip angle?
I don't believe exoskip. That would be quite a risky play. And I mean, if she did go for exoskip right now and messed it up, that would be a good like 5-6 minutes of time loss.
We call that throwing for content. As I say that, gets an unfortunate morph and falls down in a crater. And now Jack and or Jill are on Slug's tail, so it has to get out of here. Oh, there's one bonk.
Oh,
there's two.
My goodness. That was too scary. Oh, it's still right hot on her tail.
Exoskip angle?
And we escaped. No, all right, not going for it. Definitely, nice. I honestly think that is a better play with the ice spreader and lots of missiles. Exo won't be too slow.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm completely memeing. There's no reason to go for exoskip here.
Unless you're really cool.
Yeah. Or Cosmo, in which case you always do exoskip. Or Jay. Jay also did it the other day. That was pretty cool.
I believe Sam also does it.
Ooh.
It is definitely faster to do exoskip, but I mean, it's a very scary wall crawl.
Yeah. If you are consistent at it, including the instant unmorph to skip having to climb all the way up at the beginning, definitely a fast strat. Very fast strat.
I mean, getting out of bounds is definitely the worst part, dealing with that Metroid.
Oh, yeah. For exit, it's going to go for the extra shots on the return phase as well. Can safely do so because we have, well, a gate ton of health, so does not have to worry about taking any damage.
Yeah, she's basically unkillable at this point with all those suits and all that health. Shooting a wave phase here. I believe next is ice. That ice spreader should make quick work of it.
Exo quivering in his little crab legs at this one-man army standing in front of it. So it's not to go for the ice spreader here.
Yeah, because she got power and wave first, she already did so much damage to Exo that ice spreader would have been a waste. So it's better to save that for the last phase.
That's interesting. You cannot overcap on damage between the phases then?
No, in the first few phases the damage is capped.
Oh, I was unaware of this. That's good to know. I have probably wasted plenty of a nice predator to that then. Ooh, got the shot there on the return. Nice. With another power beam shot, phases it
Very
again.
nice. Hopefully you're going to be hitting this ice spreader.
Oh,
Very nice.
nice.
Very beautiful. And going to be missing the second ice spreader too late on it, but still got that nice snipe. Skipping the wave phase entirely. Extremely good. On to Plasma now. This has been a very nice third phase exo.
No, on Caesar's side.
Back to
we did
tower
see.
chamber here.
Yeah, we did see Caesar pick up observatory, research core, making her way over back to Chozo now.
So it looks like these finishes aren't going to be too far apart. As we've said, it would have been an extremely neck-and-neck race if Caesar had gotten those last few artifact hints, because they did get the plasma beam very close.
Oh yeah.
See how Exo Phase 4 treats us. Looks to be doing quite a few beam swaps here. Ice, very nice. Please stay on ice. Not going for the ice spreader here. Interesting. Gonna be going for the snipe here instead.
Got plenty of missiles left. Oh
Nice.
wow, nicely done.
And it's dead.
That was a beautiful exo fight. Well done.
That was.
Oh wait, it's not actually dead.
All right, well, that took quite a bit.
Yeah. Extra trolling a little bit by swapping between the phases, even though it should have been gone.
All right, so here, Slug is going to hopefully be getting a 3-pull on Essence. Essentially, whenever Essence squints his eyes, that's when he decides to do an action. And it takes 15 actions for him to lay a phase on pool. If we shoot him immediately after he squints his eyes, we essentially skip that action. So meaning if we shoot him 15 times, we just get to another phase on pool. When we do that enough times, we can kill Essence extremely quickly. Here's the first pool. Essence will always be on the same side of the pool that you're standing on here, so Slug turns around. Here's one. Here we go.
That's good base.
Alright, gonna be unloading the rest of the pool, laying a power bomb to kill these Metroids. Luckily we do have thermal, so ooh, did a Metroid not get killed? No, I think it did. With
Yeah,
thermal,
they
so
perished.
we don't have to be doing this blind. We're doing the same thing we did in phase 1. On the last phase, she might end up doing a few shot cancels. Basically, you step outside of the pool, there's a tiny little window where you still have Hyper Beam, but it doesn't use the pool up if you shoot it. And that lets you get extra
cool.
damage on Essence. Missing the power bomb here, gonna lose a little time.
Pool's also in an awkward spot. It's like right on that branch.
I believe what she, yeah, so what she's gonna do here is just get another pool, play it safe.
That's smart. Gonna wait for the growl and then load on it.
Unfortunately, ran out of puddle before the next one, but that was quite a few actions, so Essence should lay a pool very soon, probably right now.
Yeah.
No. There it is.
Yeah. Hopefully these Metroids troll a little bit less.
Slug will just unload this last pull in, and that is time.
Yeah,
133.03. Congratulations, Slug.
Very, very well done. Swapping over to Caesar's side for a little bit, we see that Caesar has, in fact, arrived at Tower Chamber. So we'll be going into Final Bosses very shortly as well. Just has to make a little bit of a trek back to find Talon again. I don't know if Talon is actually connected to Chozo.
No, I don't think it is. So we're gonna have to be taking that elevator back to Great Tree Hall going through backwards freaking. Meanwhile, we're joined
Yep.
here by Slug. Congratulations.
I made
Welcome.
a lot of
GGs.
mistakes, and I screamed a couple times.
Yeah, so about that main quarry.
Yeah.
I was focused on the lower mines artifacts and completely forgot about it.
Yeah, that's understandable. Unfortunately, the elevators made it a bit weird to get back to that main quarry, but you routed it quite nicely.
Yeah, it was probably faster just to go up through OP and PCA in hindsight.
That is a fair point, yeah, instead of having to play elevator roulette.
One thing that I definitely want to ask about is you commented on this yourself in the race time room. How about that where you find the MPBs, huh? The maze room. That was quite something, wasn't it?
Yes, that was the first point at which I screamed. I believe I DM'd Mike when I teleported back, which is just like, ah!
That was so nail-biting. That was an incredibly close call. You unfortunately missed standing on the monitor there, and you triggered the power pirates.
Yeah.
And they were not nice.
I was like, I know this room. I don't need to look down. I'll be fine. I should have looked down. But it's fine. 1 HP is all you need, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So you might be interested to know that you and Caesar actually were extremely close by the time you found Plasma, because Caesar went through front of labs and didn't have to do Thardus or the Edge of Fen. But unfortunately, Caesar thought that there were 6 artifacts. They only scanned 3 hints.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
This race would have been really, really neck and neck if not for that.
Yeah, the ones that they missed were Tower Chamber, Research Core, and MQB.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is a main difference between the two of you. Another difference is right in the early game, you managed to get the dash off to get to Upper Warrior Shrine and grab your Space Jump boots on the first pass. Caesar, however, killed all the puffers in the room, so couldn't quite get a good angle to dash over. So
Caesar
ended up grabbing
quite a few
Morph Ball, NSJ.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so that took a little bit. And another difference is that you, and this is something that we also wanted to ask you about, you skipped Zoid.
Yeah, so in the previous alternate preset, I didn't end up racing, but I played the seed afterwards. One of the things I regretted doing was going to Zoid instead of following the items I got and just going to the front of talent or Chozo to check the elevators first.
Okay.
I see.
But by the time I found Spider and Boost, I was like, okay, there's either Plasma on Zoid and I'm gonna make a big mistake, or there's nothing on Zoid and it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, we were quite nervous when you skipped Zoid. It's because like that could be something important, but luckily it was not. Caesar did in fact do Zoid. It's just 2 missiles. Caesar gonna be heading back to Artifact Temple now with 9 artifacts. We're doing final bosses here.
I see they went out of their way to pick up the Wave Buster.
They did. Yes, they did. You went out of your way to avoid it.
Not really out of my way. It was out of my way to get it.
Honestly, though, I don't think the artifacts were too bad. Like, what are your thoughts on those?
Yeah, they were pretty decent. I wasn't sure about how the logic was with supers being placed there, so I was like, might as well do every supers check on the way, and then ended up getting to shorelines and seeing Wave Beam, and it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Also the MQB artifact.
Yeah. And in our opinion, at least, this seed was quite tame for being a hard logic seed, right?
Yeah, I think so. I haven't really played many of these I tend to either play the CGC settings or awful settings.
At least that means you are well prepared.
Mhm. I went for a bar skip a couple times in Upper Great Tree Hall,
yeah.
and was I was like, okay, I'm only gonna do this 5 times. I'll just go back because I wanted to see what the elevator was, and lo and behold, the elevator was the other one in front of Joso.
Yeah, it's quite fortunate that you decided not to do bar skip.
I mean, it still would have saved some time, but yeah.
Yeah.
This could have been quite a difference between you and Caesar as well, though Caesar decided also not to go for bar skip. So, like, honestly, most of this seed was you two doing pretty much the exact same thing, just in a slightly different order.
Looks like Mighty Caesar's got 1 charge on Ridley, but overall a pretty good fight.
Nice.
Yeah, the seed was quite. It felt pretty linear for the most part. Once you got Wave Beam, it opened right up, but you immediately found Plasma, and it's like, well, I guess we're go mode now. So the period in which it was open was quite short lived.
So I saw the thermal, or I got thermal in Rune Courtyard, and then went to go do Quarantine Monitor. I got Thar to skip and was like, okay, and then I immediately walked into the fight cutscene.
Oh, I see. Yeah, we were a bit
Yeah.
confused as to why you were doing.
I
Thar
was just
first.
gonna do the spider track to go around and then go immediately to labs, but then I was just like, oh, well, guess I'm fighting the rock.
I see.
All right, let's see how Exo treats Caesar here. Be power first. Oh, using flamethrower. That's an interesting use of missiles when we have ice spreader, I must say. I think that was probably just for the funny.
Ice spreader, you said.
Yeah, you hit some nice ice spreader shots on Exo in the last, especially the last phase.
Yeah, the last ice spreader shot was completely unnecessary and definitely wasted like 10 seconds, but it's fine.
But it looked cool.
I mean, it's ice spreader, of course it does.
Speaking of cool-looking ice spreaders, I also noticed you did one in Life Grove. That looked funky with the double layer on the water.
Yeah, I mostly did that because I was frustrated about Vanilla X-Ray.
True.
That is not something I particularly like to see.
Yeah, when I saw the X-ray, my mind went to dark places immediately, as I'm sure all of us thought.
Listen, Plasma can't be on OP, it's fine.
Oh, apparently in the race time room, another racer, Jeff, also did not know it was 9 artifacts.
Yeah.
That is quite an easy mistake to make when the standard for the tournament has been 6. Unfortunately, Caesar very low on missiles now due to that first phase of Exo. We'll only be able to use 1 ice spreader.
That was definitely one. That was definitely one for the funny hee.
Oh, it seems that Caesar got the weird Exo off-center bug.
Oh yeah.
To the side of the room.
My favorite thing.
How does that happen?
I think it depends on when you phase it, like when you damage it.
Yeah, it's entirely if it takes damage and gets phased during like the middle of an attack. I'm not sure which one, or it might be its side move. But it just doesn't end up correcting itself until you finish the subchamber.
Nice. In short, because Prime.
Pretty much, yeah.
right. We get ice now. Oh, and it seems we also have the fast movement bug.
Is that bug?
Yeah,
Yes.
so those two little beams that were shot by Exo there were way too fast.
As far as I know, it's not a bug and it's technically just an attack.
Really? I thought
Yes.
Exo speeding up was an unintended thing.
I have
It
no
happens
idea.
a lot. Here as well, look at that. That turnaround
Yeah, that
in this
fast
too.
turnaround. And look at that. No, that's definitely not intended.
That's some hyper mode.
That's way too fast.
Exo's playing the night core over here, going to double time.
Alright, and that is a dead crab. Hopefully Mighty Caesar's going to be getting a 3 pool here. I always like to stand still whenever this fight starts.
I don't know if you noticed, but I got the bug where I couldn't use a power bomb on the last pool.
Yes,
Oh.
I do believe that's because you morphed too soon before leaving the pool.
Interesting. I did not know
If you morph while you're in the puddle, you can't use the power bomb.
Oh. That's good to know.
Ooh, this puddle is quite close to the corpse of Exo here, so the
awkward.
likelihood of getting a pool skip is much higher.
As long as Essence doesn't move, it should be fine.
Alright. Nice X-ray puddle. Gonna be killing these Metroids here. Ooh, Essence is even closer to the corpse now.
One of them. Yeah. Okay. She spotted it. Nicely done. I think it actually went away from the corpse now. That's nice.
Yeah, Essence moved a bit away because she went and shot the Metroid, which turned out to be a good thing. Alright, gonna unload this puddle into her. Very good.
That should kill Metroids. Nice.
Alright, looks like we'll be doing some...
Oh,
Did not kill that Metroid.
another straggler.
We'll be stepping out of the puddle here and getting these shots off, which do not use the puddle since we're technically standing outside of it. And I think now we're probably safe to unload the rest of the puddle. Yeah.
Nope. Well,
And done.
And GG's.
It's a 146-43.
Alrighty, it looks like Mighty Caesar will be joining us in just a second. Just me, is there no background music playing?
Hey.
Alrighty, well, welcome, Mighty Caesar. Congratulations on finishing this unfortunate seed with those 9 artifacts.
Yep. I guess that's what I get for not reading.
Yeah, that was quite sad to see. And the ones you missed were the worst ones to miss too, because those sucked to route in, I imagine.
Yeah, I lost over 20 minutes to that, I'd say, because
You were actually quite close without those artifacts involved. Because you found Plasma very close to Slug. So I think it was just a very unfortunate situation.
Yeah, the beginning of the seed, there was a bit of a difference between you two, because you ended up killing most of the puffers in the room before a warrior shrine, so you had a bit of trouble getting to the space jump early. So you start with a bit of a disadvantage in the route, essentially following in Sluglin's footsteps. But then later on, your routes kind of converged because Slug decided to do the reverse laps route and ended up fighting Thardus before it. So you guys actually grabbed the plasma beam pretty much at the same time. But the unfortunate factor here was, of course, the artifacts that were missing on your side.
Yep.
It's still an amazing race, so GG's.
Yeah, overall, a very well played seed. This definitely could have went a lot worse.
Definitely.
Do you have any thoughts you'd like to give? Any things you wish you did differently, maybe other than the artifacts?
Yeah, not messing up the thing with the puffers initially making me do the stupid trick in Triclops pit.
Oh yeah, the
Yes.
NSJ jump.
Yeah, I do think that might have been a little bit of a sunk cost fallacy in Mondo Station there.
Mm-hmm.
But you did get the morph ball quite nicely though. That is not an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
You did show off another way to
like,
gain the item.
otherwise, my routing was alright, I'd say. So there's not that much I can complain about.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. It was quite well, especially with the random elevators. It can be quite head spinning.
I wish I had remembered that they weren't one-way elevators at the very start. That maze was very scary.
Oh yeah, Mighty Caesar, you want to know how much health Sluglin had during the Central Dynamo maze? 1. It was so horrifying.
Exactly 1. Even going into that room with the drone being in that room, that was just sketchy.
Yeah, and if you're that low, you definitely aren't going to be doing the skip of the maze. You need that save station.
All right. Well, with that being said, do we have any closing thoughts?
No. But thank you, commentators, for commentating the race.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Yep.
It was quite fun.
Thanks to the commentators. Thanks to Op for tracking. Thanks for the
Op
good
on
race,
the tracker.
Sluglin.
Yeah, GG.
Exactly. I want to give an extra shout out to Ob doing a stellar job on the tracking today. And an extra shout out to Mike as well. First time calming, did an absolutely fantastic job. Thank you so much for joining us in the
Thank
booth.
you very much. All right. Well, with that all being said, thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned tomorrow, I believe at 3 p.m. We do have the losers finals of the Menti tournament, Haxaplax versus Ivy Paul. Whoever wins that goes up against the winner of the winners bracket, and we get to see who wins the Menti tournament soon. So I am pretty excited for that. Next week, Sunday, we have another Prime race. I believe it will be standard settings. Saturday, we have an Echoes race instead of a CGC, so stay tuned for that. And I think that'll be all. See you next mission.
Yeah. See you next mission.